Hello, Internet, and welcome to more Lemon Plays Fallout New Vegas. Currently, the objective is to go collect all the modules so that I can activate So I can activate the sink, auto dock, and the biological research station. Also, apologies if the last episode I seemed a little out of it. Really tired. I recorded that one. Going back, listening to it real quick, not the whole thing, just bits and pieces, you know. I realized how out of it I sounded, so got a good night's sleep, and this episode should be a little more up. I think there's also just a lot of... There was just a lot of dialogue in that last... Okay. This guy's packing serious heat. Oh goodness! Oh goodness! Holy crap! These things are savage. Jesus, dude! You too? Oh man, this is actually more of an issue than I first realized it was going to be. What are these? What the hell are these? Okay, super stim pack it is. These things don't drop. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Wait, what's the difference between this dog and the other dog? It's a military one, the other one's police? Okay. Okay, things in this wasteland are serious. Or things on hard in this DLC are serious. Without any partners. Okay, okay, there's a lot of things wanting to fight me right now. Well, it's better work. Oh my goodness, I'm getting messed up here. Okay. There is way too many things fighting me right now. Way too many things trying to kill me right now. What did I discover? What did I discover? Close the gate, close the gate! This is so bad. I was not properly leveled for this, as it turns out. Or I was properly leveled, but because I went in here with the assumption that I could handle it on hard, because I have two partners, but I don't have any companions with me, makes this a little more difficult. I honestly just want to get away from here. I mean, seriously, I don't want to fight these things anymore. I'm not ready. I'm obviously not ready. Still chasing me. Jesus. I don't want to fight. Come on, just chill, guys. Chill. Everything's okay. We're all friends here.
The Uncanny Valley Research Center has been canceled until further notice. As in... Noted.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No, don't fight me. I don't want to fight you, you stupid robot. I went invisible so I wouldn't have to fight you. Unfortunately, my sneak is very low. Oh, shit. Shit. This is not good. My inability to handle these machines right now is a serious detriment to this adventure. Because if I can't handle them... Okay, this should... I feel like this should be doing slightly more damage than it actually is. Okay. Shoot. Nothing else is the challenge I always ask for, isn't it? Oh boy. Like, geez. This is a real fight, isn't it? This whole side DLC is gonna be a real fight. I can already feel it. But I think I'm up to the challenge. Hopefully. There's so many of these wheels. So many of these wheels. I really hope there's not going to be a ton of things to fight as soon as I step in here, but I somehow know that there will be a ton of things to fight the moment I step in here. Well, let's see what happens. So I currently can't go downstairs. So what does that leave me with? X12 request for assistance. I've had a small issue with one of the Y-17 trauma harnesses. Sadly, a member of the X12 research team choked on a buffalo gourd seed and died while working late last night. For some reason, his Y-17 trauma harness will not shut down. In fact, it has begun malfunctioning and causing the late Mr. Harris to attack other employees. Do you have any prototypes that could lend us means to stop it, Barb? Assistance granted. I'm sending over the K9000 Cyberdog gun. It should do the trick. Let me know if you have any operational questions. So I want the K9000 Cyberdog gun. It seems pretty useful. We've had another unfortunate occurrence while attempting to destroy Mr. Harris's head trauma harness. Or just trauma harness, the disaster control team member carrying the gun slipped and fell, dropping the weapon unarmed. The team had to flee and seal off the lab. Unfortunately, the K9000 Cyberdog gun prototype was sealed inside X12 bar. Okay. So it seems to me as if there is a super cool, awesome gun somewhere down here, but also there's this guy who looks very similar to me with the spacesuit. I like. But the dude's also carrying a weapon that... Whoa, 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 whoa! My good sir. I thought for sure this guy couldn't come upstairs. Wouldn't that make sense? How could he escape then? Jesus Christ. This is nuts. Shoot. Holy crap. Talk about a close one. This is worrisome. How difficult all this is right now. Because I have not properly spec'd to be good at combat. guns and energy weapons and explosives are all extremely low. My offense and my defense is low, essentially. Oh boy. Boy. I'm just gonna run. I'm too afraid of that guy following me. Even though logic would show that he shouldn't.
What terrors does Big Mountain hold for the intrepid seeker? Really? Does anyone know? I'm at a loss.
Oh boy. I need to go back inside and heal myself up and somehow figure out how to not die in 3 seconds to everything. This is not good. This is not good at all.
Might I be of service, sir?
Yeah, dude. I'm getting murdered out there. Just absolutely destroyed. There's a bed I can sleep in, right? Has to be. There's also an assumption that I've made, but haven't been too afraid to test out yet. Oh. Anyways, the assumption is that I can leave items here and they will be safe. For example, I want to leave this here. So that's 40, wait. Leave it in the safe. Go to the safe, it's there. Right? The hope is that no matter what happens while on this adventure, as long as I come back here, there will be this armor in this safe. I can't even wear it, but I definitely want to keep it for the future. So for now, I don't know what to do. Everything seems completely... This is your heart. Apparently cranial surgery complications required its removal. Until your brain is returned, your heart can't be trusted beating in your body. A new heart seems to be working fine, however. This is where my brain would be floating, but it's not where it is. Here's your spine. Without a brain stem to snap it onto, here it floats. Your back doesn't feel any different from the spine's removal. If anything, whatever's placed in there makes you feel stronger. I'm just not ready to fight these enemies yet. This is crazy. I'm very unsure about how to proceed. I think for now I'll just explore the area.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives from Think Tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible. Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, boy. Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here? Oh, really? You have their tech on your arm. How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco. Fine. Ask. All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state. Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around. Yeah, I do. It wasn't always oh. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Speech, yep, I knew I wanted to hear it. Speech 65. Look at all these quests I'm getting. Goodness gracious. Are you sure I'm a good listener? I got the ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after collostodiuretics. Okay, so my name is an O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number. Until our next schedule.
Okay, I wonder if I can just put on... No, what increases my intelligence? It does increase my intelligence, but not by much. Do I have anything else that increases intelligence? This does.
What about it?
There we go.
Yes, thank you. 0. I am 0. How hard is that? A narrow, thin 0.
Ta-da! Quest complete.
0's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
Oh. Can't actually do that part, unfortunately.
That genius Mobius somehow cobbles together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure. Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
He totally does. I'm gonna have to fight it. That's gonna be scary.
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing. I'd have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Cool. An extra 50 wildcats. And it did help me level up though, which will allow me to... I need to make a decision as to what I'm going to be focusing on. I think I really want to increase my energy weapons capabilities. Right now I just want something that will... Toughness seems pretty good. I just want something that can help me increase damage. That's a pretty good perk, but I don't think I'll use it. Huh. It's tough. What do I want to take? +3 to my damage threshold. It seems pretty helpful right now. Let's check out these quests. Did I just finish one? Yeah, I did. Okay, that was easy. Cool. So I guess I'll continue on this quest.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination. Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming the words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
Ooh, I can use the Lady Killer perk on the robot. It seems that you have more biological needs than your counterparts. Ooh, damn straight she does.
What? Nonsense.
Okay, so how do I turn this robot lady Dr. Dalla on? Do I close eyelids, breathe deeply, then stretch languidly? Turn and cuff roughly, then slowly scratch nose, or run hands deeply through the side of your face, then exhale rapidly. I'm gonna go with the first one.
What? What are you doing?
Show them the muscles. Let's see the next one.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
And I'll run my hands deeply on the sides of your face, then exhale rapidly.
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Seriously, there's nothing wrong with looking at the human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
Well, this person used to be human.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my gel might run over. If you're ready, let me
This is
radar
such a
scan
horny
you.
robot, baby.
Slowly. Woo. Woo. Purple, purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now. Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science. What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
Yeah, I mean, I am sometimes called a courier.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens. Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
Oh, come on. What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs.
Oh, Klein, don't make me go
My
talk to you.
evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory. Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope. which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols. That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again. It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here. Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind.
This is such a horny robot lady.
Relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all lobotomites here. An interrogation. How fascinating. Please begin.
To be fair, when this quest first started, I did have issues with... I didn't like the dialogue between all the characters. However, now that I'm speaking to each of them one-on-one, I am enjoying their unique personalities. But having them all talk at once to begin with was just annoying.
Dr. Mobius. A monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all. It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain. The Big Empty? Now that's not a proper title for this research facility. You sound like previous test subjects that came here. This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see, no matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you. Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, why'd you say 3-1?
Because 3-1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure. Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way. Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
I'm actually unprepared for the amount of quests currently are being given to me here.
Predictable. The lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High. I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm. This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Interesting. I'm also surprised how quickly I am. Like, this equates to me walking around pressing the A button and getting loads of XP for this. So.
2 other human specimens. One
If
arrived not
nothing
long
else,
after
I'll
the
be leaving to
troublemaker,
a lot higher
and the
level than I
last
came
one,
in.
not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing. Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Cool. Okay, so I should keep trying to speak to these guys. It's so funny that I'm having this conversation because there's no response. Just nonsense. Perception 7. You're emitting characters patterns of 8 bracketed with tone adjustments at the end. Well, I didn't notice that, but my character did, so neat. Well, I just heard the rhythm and the sequence, that's all. I have an ear for it, I suppose. I know I should probably put this used to counting cards. Eight's termly code. Huh. So your broadcast pattern is Robco termly, but not by choice. So my science needs to be up. Interesting. I want to ask you some very questions. Um, it, it's so silly because the characters under Higgs Village, could you point that out on my Pip-Boy? Like, the character in-game is having the conversation with Dr. 8, but me in real life, I don't understand what the hell this conversation is. But now I have a new map marker, so awesome. Oh, so there's a emitter code in his house in Higgs. Oh, 2 codes. One for the jukebox, one for the opera. Nice to keep an eye out. Okay, so if I come back with... Okay, so if I come back with 26 higher science, I can do that. But the question lies... Science is pretty low. Yeah, I don't think I'll have high enough science to finish
Oh,
that.
the bottomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Maybe I just don't like this character.
Just as I feared. Questions, quizzes, just as there were in American high school. And if there are no answers, how will the think tank graduate? Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
Look at all these quests. Goodness.
Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation. Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters. No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
Yeah, they breed.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts. Impregnate you? What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns. Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts. The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying Robo-Scorpion army clicks.
I don't like this guy's
He
voice.
must be-
Okay, yeah, he needs to be stopped. Radar fence.
The radar fence protects.
This guy
It
built
keeps
it.
anything with a
It
It
keeps us
is
inside.
the ultimate defense against. Trapped? Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Yeah, you don't sound bitter at all.
No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain. Enough! Stop filling my... You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. Bother the other doctors with your... There is logic, science.
Okay, cool.
It is our... All we wish to do is continue our research. But no, Mobius will not let us rest. It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have... Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore, so the crater became our testing ground. Yes, in the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. Get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed. Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
Okay, that's it. Cool. That guy does not seem as interesting as the other ones, but... Trying to find a trace of Gabe, I think that was his dog. Find the code. That's Dr. Klein with the visitor. So where is Dr. Klein?
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Okay. Let's do the speech check. You all seem knowledgeable in your fields. No doubt there's much you can share with me.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you. Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about?
Shouldn't it be impossible?
Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
Cool, cool.
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs. Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Okay, cool. I got 2 checks I can actually pass. Science, 25. These mechanical robo-scorpions consume intelligence. Are you certain of your findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability
It's
to
Dr.
comprehend
Zero.
Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
I think he's just lying because he's losing it. Medicine. Robo-scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures. Chems.
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical. It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub. We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight. Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains. This is the think tank. Here we test and test and test some more. Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here. That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic. Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics. Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why. Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
You're telling me it could be inside a robot? Are you kidding me?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old auto dock. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
So I'm 20 away from the medicine check here.
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in...
And I guess that's it. Okay, well, I've successfully talked to... all of these scientists here. And somehow it has given me more quests than what I started with, as well as a multitude of completed quests. Yeah. That's a lot of quests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 quests, and I already completed like 3, 4. There's a lot going on here. Oh wait, is this... I mean... as long as they don't care. Yeah, they don't seem to care. Cool. Ooh, 4 stim packs. It's actually it's a big find. It's significant. Okay, that's not bad. I guess for now we shall end it on that. And the next time on Lemon Plays Fallout New Vegas, we will be continuing on the some of these quests. Not too sure which one I will go off and try and do first, however, there's certainly plenty to do, and I'm looking forward to it. This quest seems...
Have you done all we asked?
This quest line seems to be improving as they go along, and I'm very interested to see where it takes me. So, thanks for watching. This is HereComesLemon, signing off. Peace.